Oh, July. Welcome back, everybody. It's February 9th, 2019. It's like 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm coming back to the Church of Consciousness. How's everyone doing today, this week, this year, whatever you're doing, wherever you're at in time and in space? So today, I've been a little under the weather, hence the lateness in the week. Not that anyone really probably actually cares, but I care because again, I'm making sure to do once a week thing. So yeah, right. But like, I was not good earlier this week, but I'm feeling better now. So we're gonna get at it, and yeah, everything's hopefully moving power forward. So this week I wanted to talk about fear, and I bring up the Frank Herbert quote from Dune: "Fear is the mind killer," and I want you all to remember that. So like throughout this talk, so we have this like great tool called fear, and it's like in like us. It's hardwired into our genetic code, essentially. It would seem like, I mean, we're afraid of stuff like from birth in some cases, like there's just kind of like this thing that like it's not a bad tool to have, this fear thing. Like being afraid of heights is good because for the most part, most people don't have tails, and even the ones that do are probably not useful enough to be climbing, like a monkey's tail, or like gecko fingers, or like claws that can sink into wood or whatever. Like we don't have those abilities. So like being afraid, or wings, so like being afraid of heights is like a normal thing, and like I would say that all the time on the challenge course. Like I'm the weird one. Like I'm the one that's like, ooh, I want to be at the top and be like, ooh, looking down over the side, and like that's abnormal. I'm the weird one, but like that fear is good because if you had to climb a mountain or whatever and you were like totally unafraid, like when I'm climbing stuff, there are times when I will like be like, I need to think about what I'm doing because I need to pretend like I'm like super afraid of what's going on, because like there's if you don't have that amount of fear in what's going on, you're gonna not be safe. Like the fear causes you to have about this bit of safety. Like it makes you think twice. It makes you like plan out your actions. It makes you think about what is going on. Now, to the extent of like the mind killer thing, though, there are points in time when fear just becomes way too prevalent, and like this point in our socio whatever blah 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 blah, like it seems to be one of them. I see these nice normal humans that I know and love, and that they are being not outright hateful, but like you're like, bro, that is not that's not being positive, man. Like I would just want to be like, why? Like because they're afraid. Because we've been like, I see this like the political machine as it's starting to churn. It's always churning, but election crap, whatever, coming up, it's churning more, and I see like this, like the fear of the other, of like immigrants and people coming from other lands. Like, bro, it's just, that's not a good thing to be afraid of. Like they're just you. That's, again, if you've listened to the other before topics, some of you have, some of you haven't. Hopefully you all will eventually. Like they're just you living a different life. So why are you afraid of them? They're just trying to be better, hopefully. Now, yes, sometimes there are bad apples, just like there's bad apples there's bad apples in Amish communities, and that's like a religious group that has like they're supposed to be this family-oriented thing, but they still end up having bad apples. Like there's bad actors everywhere. It just kind of happens. Like some people, I like to think everyone is like at heart a positive, good, like hopefully will be a positive, good force. I kind of supply to the Native American, the line of evil going through the person type dealy, and you get to choose. But I like to think that most people want to be good. Like they want to be a positive. They want to build something. They want something, like just by the fact that they want something out of their life. And they want something from their life to be left over when they're gone is like a positive thing. They want to build this thing. So like I think most people are positive. Every once in a while, man, yeah, they're bad actors, or there are people that don't know any better. But just because, like, again, this fear thing, like you're being sold this bill of goods on fear, especially fear of other, when they're not other, they're just you. You know what we should be afraid of? Is this like there's a rock in space that scientists are like, it might hit us in 2020. We don't know. Like, that's probably way more to be worried about. And I'm not even super worried about that because they know about it. And if they were super worried, they would hopefully tell us, and we would be like mounting like stuff to do. And at least we would be trying. I like at least you can try to do something like worrying about someone else, like that's again just you in a different body. Like that's not going to help you. Worry about something that you can fix, like your impact on the earth. Most people, and I know a lot of the people that like they're worried about that too. So like let's worry about things. Let's use our fear tool for a positive. Be afraid of not being your best. Like that's a good thing to be afraid of. Like again, don't go overboard. All things in moderation. But like fear is not a bad thing. It's a good thing, and we should be using it as a positive. We shouldn't let this the corporate machine that has like kind of hijacked our fear. I mean, we use it to sell stuff, and we use it for like inane dumb stuff when we should be using it to like, hey, are you making sure you're the best person? Like be worried about you being not the best person. Like that's something you should be afraid of. Not what is going on with that other dude. That other dude should be worrying about himself. Like it's just very I want to tell you if I could like lower if I could do that, if I could like lower the fear notch on most everybody, not everybody. There are probably a few people that could probably like, man, they need to like twist it up a notch. And you're like, hey, bro, you're not being safe. But like, I feel like most of everybody that I see, maybe it's just because it's an online thing, but whatever. But like, I would just like to just treat that like maybe two notches, just maybe one or two, just one. I just guarantee. Let me have one, and if you like it, we'll go for two. How about that? Like. Try not to worry about things that you can't actually control. Let's start worrying about things that we can control and things that we should be worried about, not things that like again are just like it's just life. It is what it is. And some of you aren't going to agree with me, and that's okay. By all means, disagree. Tell me why I'm wrong. I would love to hear it. So yeah, that's about it. I hope everyone's having a good week, day, month, year, whatever you're at. Remember, I love all the conscious beings, and be good to each other, and